Yo, what's up? We're Anti-Flag. We're doing a deep dive into the song Never Ever. Stacey D from Bad Cop is a special guest on this song, which made a lot of sense in many ways. The song itself, is a song that is talking about trying your best in everyday life to exist outside of the system, specifically the system of capitalism that we all live in. Because the reality is we live in this it's like this monster, this behemoth monster that surrounds all of us. And we are in this system whether you like it or not. And I think that Stacey D is an individual who reminds me of somebody like that because she's such a caring person. She is someone that recognizes the humanity in all people and understands that the system damages a lot of people. She has an organization, the Sidewalk Project, where she reaches out to try to help a lot of people that have been damaged by our society. And in that respect, just thinking about what the song was about, and then her talent as a singer, she resonated as a person that would be the perfect fit for kind of the message and the song and what we needed in a singer.
She's actually a bit of a hippie too, so it was pretty funny because the lyric is all the struggles of the world make me hate you, and we're talking about this entity, not a person, but this like
structure,
this boogeyman, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that second half was perfect. It's just that me needs to come down on that first half. All the sorrows of the world makes me hate you.
Make me hate you.
Yeah, and then
make me hate you.
That's it. Yeah, it's like clean like that is really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she, when I picked her up to bring her to the studio over here, she was like, is this song about a person? Because I don't hate anybody, and I don't want to hate anybody. And we're like, no, it's a thing. And she's like, okay, I'm able to hate inanimate objects, I suppose. I don't know what the rules of hippie hate are, but that one flew, and we were able to get her to go. And we've been friends, and we've been friends for a while, but you never want to tell somebody else how to write something or to change something that you've written unless you're relatively comfortable with them. And so the last day we were kind of reminiscing about the track, and actually we showed her the video.
All the struggles of the world make me hate you evermore. All the struggles of the world make me hate you.
I think that's what brought it up.
Yeah.
And she was like, maybe we should have loved them. We love them so much. We love the change. Yeah. And we were like, I don't think that would work. Well, so we're kind of glad that the version is the version that it is. But yeah, for me, the song ideologically fit in with Lies They Tell Our Children, because I think that when we're talking about the origin of the problem we face today, you can very quickly point back to a global change spawned in America where people put themselves first. That, to me, that corporate entity that demanded American allegiance and American exceptionalism in the 50s grew, and then capitalism demands expansion. Mm-hmm. And so they threw their jingoism and nationalism by the wayside, went global, and forgot the people that built the entirety of their companies. And you're talking about, in Pittsburgh, you're talking about steel mills, you're talking about this massive infrastructure that was here that claimed to be pro-American and pro-Pittsburgh and da-da-da-da, and then the second it was able to be done cheaper somewhere else was like, well, fuck y'all, you're on your own, failed, and people became endlessly wealthy off of that expansion. And so
others became desperately poor.
Yeah.
Cool, we get one more like that. Here we go. Yeah, that's the song. Yep. Cool, little draggy, sit up with it. Here we go. That's cool. I think you get a little softer, then we're good.
Cool.
Okay.
Anytime you want to push back against being in this system, it's a really, really like it's a hard thing to do. Because even like it's funny, like, you know, people say to us like, oh, I thought you guys were anti-capitalist. Well, you have a cell phone, you have a guitar, you know, you drive a car.
Well, that's just like fucking lack of understanding of what the word means. You know, like labor built your phone, and we're pro-labor. Labor made the shirts, and we're pro-labor. I mean, it's just like, it's so fucked. I mean, Marx sold books. Fuck you, man. Like, you could sell stuff and be anti-capitalist, but you don't need to expand your fucking operation 50% every year, or else you consider it a failure. You don't need to stock market and trade your entity
to the detriment of everyone else, or to the detriment of a community,
or the fucking
planet.
Yeah.
That's the never ever line. It's like the fact that, you know, kindness, it's a revolutionary fucking idea right now. You know, and being empathetic towards other people, actually caring about other people, not taking advantage of people. Those are important values that are sorely lacking at the moment, and that if you're willing to push back against the framework of the society that we're living in right now in those ways, then good for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Paying people their value is not capitalism. It's the antithesis of capitalism. It is recognizing that the work that was done demanded an appropriate exchange of good and service, so that you could keep it going and keep that worker alive, and keep those labor movements thriving. And instead, you have people that just want to exploit folks for the benefit of themselves and the benefit of those at the top, and to keep stockholders happy and whatever. And that, to me, that's the enemy that we're trying to fight and we're trying to face. And obviously, you know, singing the songs we sing, it's not going to change overnight. Doing the community activism that is around the band and around punk rock isn't going to change it overnight, but we can create these subsects of people who give a fuck about more than just themselves, and want to operate the things that they create in that way. And ultimately, those are the victories that hang your hats on.
Yeah, and when you're trying, you know, you're trying in your own way. Don't let the cynics bring you down. Just blow by those people and just keep doing, you know, the best that you can to make the world a better place. I think that that's an important point within the song.
This is Never Ever featuring Stacey D of Bad Cop, Bad Cop. We are anti-flag. Peace.